Hey, are we back? Are we returned? Hold on. Are we back? Hello. Did it full on end the stream? I can't tell. We is back? Okay. Yeah. It died. We held a funeral. My internet totally full on crashed. It was I like everything was red. I had to pull the power plug on the powder. It was bad. It was bad. But good news, I can pause cutscenes. So you guys didn't miss much. Just me yelling at my router. Okay.
Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck,
The
I might even
moon.
have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
Okay, well, at least that was the end of side quest. I have no idea what happened there. But
It would make a fine.
everything died. Like everything died. Okay, I need to go on this side. In terms of his delicacy, I don't think a bun filled with salt flakes sounds nice. I don't either. I really don't. Oh, that'd be Gav over there with the chocobo.
Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of this stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Okay.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
Interesting. Okay. Stardust.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Follow the shiny. Yarr! There we go. Okay. I'm glad my internet is back and up and running though. I was kind of worried I'd have to like cancel stream for the rest of the night. Which would be kind of unfortunate because since I was disconnected from the internet, I wouldn't be able to tell OBS to like stop trying to reconnect, I don't think.
Let's see how Gav's getting on.
Mylan has the zoomies running and jumping for no reason. It's for a reason, it's because I have the zoomies. Neum. Neum.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Calm the cat part down. I cannot be calmed down. Rock! Bong the cat part from his zoomies.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat?
Sure. Bonks don't work, pats would work better, but aren't guaranteed. She knows me too
Feels
well.
like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Well, says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you.
Aww. I'm sorry. I don't ship it. I don't. They just seem like friends to me,
Right.
really.
That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try
Plus,
to
Clive
get the
has
best
Jill,
with you
so
there.
like,
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Ready to go home, boy?
Bromance, exactly. The true homies. I'm glad you guys understand. Wait, let me go really quick. I don't know why I'm checking abilities. Items. Okay, I do have all my crap back. Okay. I didn't remember if I went and grabbed it all. What the heck?
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
Is suddenly my throat said no. What was that? I feel fine now. I just no idea what that was.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
You're starting to sound like me with the
Just for Stardust,
coughing.
should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go
I think-
out on maneuvers together more often.
I think that was
Don't
just me
be
clearing my
sneaking
throat or
around on your
something.
tud all the time.
There's
Make
some
a start
water.
on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you,
I
Blackthorn.
think his sword's just clipped away.
I'll let
I don't
Mig know
think Gav has a
construction's
sword.
underway.
Because his scabbard is empty. Cloak disguise. Oh, yeah, that is also true. There we go. Now we have ability points. Lots of
Suppose we'd
sellables.
better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout.
Oh,
if
you
need
meant
anything.
Clive's. It's possible. I could see it. I wonder if you can put a hunt target into the area at Stone. That would be interesting, because those guys are hard.
We're seeing troops amassed.
Okay, I'm getting annoyed at your gold dot.
And how may I assist you today?
Kuka and the Fang were the bedrock upon which the Republic stood. Now that both have crumbled, Dhalmekia's descent into chaos is all but assured.
So what of its parliament?
You ask? Well, will the ministers not take it upon themselves to pick up the pieces of their crumbling nation? I doubt it. They have little love for their people, only their own preservation.
Which leaves but one man.
Standing between Dhalmekia and disaster, former Field Marshal Eugen Havel. Havel! Is that a reference? Is that the reference I think it is? Is that the reference I think it is? It has to be. It has to be. I was waiting for it, Krill. If any is to pick up the baton of command, it shall surely be he. But as the bitter tides of ire and avarice rise around him, how long will he be able to keep his head above water, I wonder? The original wall, the OG. So Havel is
I have the details here. One must understand
boss
one's place in the
question
world.
mark? Not really officially a boss fight, but like he's an enemy. Hi Jacob. He's an enemy from Dark Souls 1 and he is a wall. He is the immovable wall. He has the heaviest armor in the entire game with the highest defensive rating in the entire game.
Welcome to the
He is quite literally a wall. He's that one guy in Dark Souls that can, will, and has rocked your world several times over. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Few are those who would strive to lighten the burden borne by the crystals cursed, but if we are to survive the coming storm, we must stand together, bear and brother, as you have shown us, a friend in Northreach. Kabam! I want my High Cleric's medallion.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
I want my High Cleric's medallion! You can literally hit him with a cannon and he will not give a flip. Yeah, no, he won't. He absolutely will not. He will laugh at your cannon.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be
Hi,
pleased to
Mid.
hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
What does the medallion
Excellent.
do? I assume it buffs my healing because I have other cleric's medallions that are
What's next?
less of a
Helm, of
rare,
course.
like a worse
For
rarity,
this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins.
and I
I
love
thought that
running it.
material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need.
Well, that's highly
What's the name back there? I'll give
convenient.
you all details.
What's her name back there? We'll
What's
give
her
you the
name?
details.
Right.
Mid, you. Her name is Helena.
Sid,
Helena,
is
whatever.
this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat
Oh,
is then
mithril
harnessed
is
to
burned.
produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now,
You sound like you're
were
talking
we
down
to
to me, and
rely
I
on
don't
thermal
appreciate
plating
that.
alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words,
I
the
understand
reactor
all
would
of
overheat
this.
and eventually explode.
I
This is where the helm
understood
comes
that.
in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes.
To be
It's
fair,
in
Clive's the
Morbus
standard
Pass,
himbo
near
archetype. I mean,
Northwind.
same. I am
The
too.
thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather
You
my
can
team
talk
and
shop
head
with
there
her.
right away.
Yeah,
We'll meet
definitely.
you outside the ruins.
letting off steam too. This feels like one massive, Oh, now it directs me over to Lost Wing. Okay, that makes sense.
We're taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
Yeah, they're preparing for war. Make for Lawbird's Pass. Okay. I need to go this way. Seeing the war prep is kind of sad. It is kind of sad, actually. Because these guys were just kind of living here. They were just chilling.
Come, my children, the reckoning is nigh.
And there's not a whole lot I can do to, you know, stop it or I don't. Well, I wouldn't stop it because they're right. The black shields are coming, but you can't make the black shields leave. Yeah. Not unless I knew, like, where they were.
Come on.
I don't want to fight the spiders. Nyum. He did just kill a bigger Havel.
All right.
True. Go away. Thank you.
Be safe.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
Watch and learn, kiddo. Watch and learn. Hey, Buckethead!
Anybody home?
You'd think that ramming with the chocobo would be effective against the spooters, but no, for some reason. Oh, it's just one of you?
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Torgal, don't get doomed.
Nice try.
Sure, you can kill me, I don't care. How about I just kill you now? There we go. Easy enough. Piece of cake.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
I'm fine.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right.
Shh.
I'll let Mid know you're on your
She's
way.
really nervous around Clive, isn't she? There we go. The Eye of the Warrior. Cool. But wait a minute. I just remembered the fact that there's an Enterprise in 14. Wait a minute. I'm kind of stupid sometimes. That's probably what this might be a reference to. To be fair, she did just watch him smite something with lightning from the heavens. I mean, no, she's been nervous around Clive the entire time. If it had just started, I'd be a little more understanding. But, like, no. No. Alright, all the hunts are dead, yes? Good, good. You, Milo, don't mile on me! No, the Enterprise has been in the game since at least 3. Oh, really? Really? Okay. But why bunk? Why bunk? I did nothing wrong.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started.
It's not weight that sinks a ship. It's density.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Uh-huh. I don't think she thought about talking to Tomes. And compromising buoyancy. Exactly. Wait. Does that mean that the thick shielding she's talking about might compromise buoyancy? Is that what they have metal sails IRL, so I imagine these wouldn't be too much heavier. Steel ships with a lot of cargo, that's a lot of dense metal, but they float. Yeah, exactly! That's what I was thinking. You have to have ballast in the ship. It's Kazu. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Hello, Tomes.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
I would have laughed if he had said, oh, for mid, then never. Why do they call metal sails groundbreaking? We have had this technology since the beginning of sails.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist
Do you want a
extreme
pirate
heat on the
captain coat
inside,
logs? That can be
and
arranged.
yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight. while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a
Renfest go
solution,
burr.
or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It
Interesting.
might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge
And
of the
2
past
cutlasses,
may
a
yet
flintlock, a
prove useful
sleeveless
to we
coat,
of the modern
sleeves
era.
for...
Thank you, Hippocrates.
And also a wheellock gun.
Since
Yes,
you're asking
yes.
others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Yes! Jill and Tarya.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom.
We all know
in
who
your
I'm picking
capable
here.
hands, Clive.
We all know who I'm picking. There's not a question in my mind.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Jill.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of
You
preparing a
picked
list.
Tarya.
Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects
mean-
for which they were once highly prized.
Jill is probably
So
a
much
lot
so, in
tougher
fact,
of a
that they
fighter
were
than
harvested
Tarya
almost to
is,
extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now,
considering
of course,
she's also the
they
dominant
can
of
be
Sheba.
obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market. in
But also
Northreach.
romance, romance, romance,
Well,
romance!
so. I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Bada 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 boop, bada bada beat bop. Beat bada beat boop. Bada bada bop. Beat bada beat bada bip. Go to bap bip. Alright, there we go. Are they just gonna throw chocobo eggs at the thermal dispersal stacks for cooling? I hope not. I freaking hope not, but at the same time, that would be really funny.
Where's Jill?
Eh. Why do you have new items? What do you mean you have new
welcome.
items? You have the enhancer. And Mr. Oh, hello. Reduces rage fist cooldown. I don't need that. I don't need that. Do I have sellables?
I doubt you'll get more than that in the capital. Thank you. And a fine, fine day to
You get
you.
pilchards nice and chilled. I won't have you spoiling enough.
There she is.
Are those Pepio nuts? You can never tell.
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
Mile and
Managed
brain
to
fried
start
again.
it.
Brain
I'm sure
nuggets,
everything
nom
we need is
nom.
somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Okie doke. You got it.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin. Fresh cuts! Come and get them before they go.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. I
Garlic.
trust it's all here.
And then... Pepio nuts.
Oi, don't touch anything. And
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Supposed to afford that price.
All anyone ever wants anymore.
You look like you're waiting very patiently.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Please tell me the old man just sent them for a grocery run and we'll just make dinner for them. I don't think so. Tomes doesn't do that. Tomes is smart.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while?
Okie day. Me, as if I didn't know this was gonna happen. Pikachu surprised.
Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how
I
his
bet.
nose would prick up at the scent of sausages. He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Absolutely not. Yeah,
Is there
he's
anything
right.
you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread.
Picnic.
Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think?
Picnic
I thought we
day.
might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh,
You all right?
sorry. It's just...
Kazu!
right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill.
I was gonna
How
say,
life should
no. Not at
This is how
all.
our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
Are we heading back now?
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
You both need to be bonked.
I will. You too.
Man, the amount of pings I'm getting during the stream tonight is kind of redonkulous. I want to fight another big boss.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
I am the Havel of Bongs.
Ah, Clive. Hippocrates has all the ingredients. We were just waiting for you.
There we go.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew.
Yeah, what do you
Now
need
that we
eggs
have all
and
the
garlic
ingredients,
for?
we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
Aww.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Quest completo. Oh my gosh. The game is giving me so many ability points.
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Game, why do I need so many ability points? Like, hold on. Like, if I undid that... Oh, I need 13... I need 30,000. Oh. Oh, okay. That... And I guess let's go ahead and upgrade Wind Up while we're here. Just because those are the skills we're using. Yeah. Because, again, there's no reason to be sitting on ability points. Do I have missives? No.
We're seeing troops amassing at every corner.
I'm glad Clive feels smoother to walk now he's at this point in the game. Before it was kind of bad. He was kind of tripping over his own feet all the time. Now it doesn't feel awful at all.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
Big finale time? Because I feel like we've just been running side quests this whole time.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference.
Same difference. He sounds like me.
Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
That giggle. Wasn't oh, sometime later. Okay. I was gonna say, wasn't the ship docked in Canver? Oh, those are the displacement stacks. That's exactly what she needed.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Duh!
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Poor Blackthorn.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned.
I like how it's playing
So
Sid's
if the worst
theme.
came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Just one more thing.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Why doesn't she want to... At this point, I say let her go. Like, if she doesn't want to go visit him, then she doesn't want to go visit him.
Is that the thing Times held?
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
Oh, you in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers.
Well, yes, Mylon, but plot.
Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank
Okay,
you,
well,
Obolus.
Don't mention it.
I guess Sid may have to wait.
Tidings, Uncle.
My dear boy, my journey to Canver has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the Free Cities, by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I, for one, believe Miss Telemon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canvarian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted, and if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door, which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle, Byron.
Trouble in Canver. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
Yeah, Gav is actually a really good person for that.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now.
You like lit
But
politics?
next time you
Me
plan
too,
on
actually.
visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canver pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me.
Not enough backstabbing, I
Just
can't
be sure to give
understand.
Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too.
Good.
She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
My guy, Jill has no reason to lie to you. I promise you. What? What? But there's a side quest! But there's a side quest! But there's a side quest! Okay. Sid's legacy, Central Storm Deadlands. The dust long settled little remains of the once bustling refuge many called home. Need more knives and backs for you to understand. That's a mood. That's a mood, though. It's the Thunder Tree! Oh my gosh, that's great! Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I love his theme, man.
Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end.
That's what makes it precious.
So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
We? Goots! It's Goots! And Karen! I have never known Karen to venture outside of the hideaway.
Karen. What a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon...
Oh my
there'll be no
gosh.
escaping sights like these.
It's just all black now.
So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
I love Goots so much.
There's a caravan that runs back and forth
He
between the
is
Dominion and the
one of my
Black
favorite
Market.
characters in this game.
It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bucklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill,
It's like Biggs
you're
and
with me.
Wedge combined. It
Understood.
really is.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
We ain't doing this. I ain't doing these death flags.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Byron had his own death flags. And now Gav is having death flags. Hope you're not attached to Gav. Can I go back to the hideaway? Wait. Can I go back? Side quest. Side quest, side quest, side quest, side quest, side quest, side quest. Game about to be mean. I freaking hope not. I freaking hope not. Oh, there's 2 side quests. I'm about to beat the pretzel bean. Nar. Don't say that. Oh, wow, there's a lot here. Oh, that's the story one. Alright. About Blackthorn. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droop of his jowls lately. So I'm thinking maybe it weren't just the leather what was on his mind, but that maybe there's other demons jabbing their pitchforks into his privates. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we could go and ask the old bastard what's got him so hot and bothered, assuming it ain't just the forge. August. Sure.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Clive, something ain't right with that hound of yours. When it pleases your lordship, come pay me a visit at the toll. You mean Torgal?
What could be wrong with Torgal? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
The quest is called A Bone to Pick. That's freaking funny. Off the record, I was thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest and might have come across something that might need your attention. Maybe. And by that I mean immediately. You'll know where I'll be. Well, you know where I'll be. Got it. Okay.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Can I prioritize all these? Oh, I totally can. Sweet, okay. Alright, well, let's start with Blackthorn since he's right here. Oh, there's another one. No, that's like way over here. Okay. Blackthorn.
Blackthorn. Do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade.
You're talking about a
The metal
katana.
itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it.
You're talking about a
Could
katana.
slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
You're absolutely
So that's
talking
what's
about a
troubling you.
katana.
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking. How do you get an edge that sharp?
If you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck.
Why
mate.
not just make maces?
Thank you.
Let's see
Because
what Karen
style
knows about
points.
this sword. I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
It's also possible he wants a
perhaps
colder environment.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword
see
you
you
showed
later, Krill.
Blackthorn.
Thank you for dropping by.
Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's a touch eccentric. If you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
I don't understand, but okay, sure.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Okay. Although I don't think I'm going to be able to do that one, because I can't access Cressida. I don't know if I'll be able to access Dalamil either, but we'll see. Hi, Jill.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Gremlin voice? Okay, I can do a gremlin voice, brother. That's fine, I can do that. Also, hello, hello.
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
You're gonna make the poor lady right there so suspicious. How am I? I'm doing good.
Bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take
Yeah,
some time,
well,
and
what?
I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. In the hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We
Oh my gosh.
owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million each.
Gout.
They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
That is a 15 million gil oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility. And it was my decision to entrust
What?
them to you.
How do you miss
This is my
8
fault.
digits?
Do we have that much to hand?
8
I can always ask my uncle.
digits?
We don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord
That's so much money.
Rosfield's
It
purse enough.
is.
After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean.
Okay,
And I
so
reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
it just rocks off. Oh my
This
gosh.
is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Oh my gosh.
Do you think so?
No, I don't.
And I just rock off. Goodbye. Peace out. So long, sucker. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. Man, poor guy. He's got it absolutely rough. Poor guy does not know what's coming to him.
I think Mid might need some help.
You're getting over it, but you're doing still well so far. I hope the sickness, yeah, I hope it kicks soon, Lux.
Well, that's it then.
Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it'll separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities.
Oh,
And
it's been
with
5
some of
minutes.
The stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping.
We'll probably go for another
help
half
me out?
hour. I don't really want to cut it off just yet.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. Alright. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a
Bomb
sample
ash.
she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes.
I mean, I can kill bombs, but
Blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of
A Bomb King?
They leave them behind when they die, see?
Yes!
I take it that's where I come in.
Yes!
If you wouldn't mind.
King bombs are so fun to fight, man.
Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame ain't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
I remember the FF12 King Bomb fight. That was something else.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
I wonder if it'll just go ahead and stack it on the right. No, I got rid of one of them. That's fair, though. Bow, 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 bow. Ask about bomb sightings. Are you on the hunt for a Bomb King, Kupo? If so, I have a billet that might interest you. Doot. Rank B? Okay, I can do a rank B hunt. A curse breaker aiming for the Imperial chase took a wrong turn in a nearby wood, within which she discovered the ruins of a fallen airship, and within them a beast akin to a great ball of fire that chased her screaming from the grove. The soldier later identified the creature in an almanac of echoes, but was firm in her insistence that the bomb she saw was near 10 times the size of the one depicted therein. The Croc and Sanbrek. Dang, I can't do any of this. Dang. None of this. I'm just looking for something that says the Croc. No. 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 Really? None of this. I wonder if I just straight up can't get there yet then. Alright. Well, I can't do any of these side quests because I can't travel to any of these places. So, I guess we're doing main story now. Eastern Dalmatia. Pet the doggo. Onward.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Talia.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Can I travel? Oh, oh. Now I can go places. Okay. Well, Sanbrek. Where's not Clairview, Southern March, Vale. It's somewhere around here. I might not have access to it yet, so what we're gonna do instead Let's head over to Martha's Rest, because I got 2 different quests over here.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
Star Ruby.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
So I guess she took the Star Ruby then. Alright, well I guess we're off to Cressida. This is gonna take a minute. Hi, Ambrosia.
Ready to go?
Alright. No, go away, spider. Go away, spider. Oh wait, no, I need to come down here. Oh wait, no I don't. Haha, I'm dumb. Hello, dragon. Yeah, aren't I just aggroing everything today? Yeah, it's great. Oh, wait, I have Jill with me, don't I? Hold on. I totally do. This would have been the perfect opportunity to go after the S-rank hunt. Oh well, it's dead now.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
I mean, those seem like normal antelopes to me. Elder antelope.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? Nice try.
not bad. Just once?
No. Will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsman our thanks.
Did you just...
You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy.
A very, very big puppy. But he a good boy.
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
I feel like we should harvest a lot of these, but you know. No, hold on. There we go. That was necessary. Anyway. Alright, Dalamil Inn. I'm just kind of going wherever the green marks are. I am not sure where the hunt is. Actually, I might have one idea. Wait, no, that's the main quest. Hold on.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
This Drake's fang is gone. The whole mother crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
Calm yourself. We don't know for sure. It could have just been a tremor.
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He's been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
Clive's a smart man, asking for an audience rather than just the sword outright.
No. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
Yeah, it'll be great.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Alright, where am I headed? Way up there? Darn, I can't jump out off the stairs.
Let's go.
We ride. I like how the chocobos leave footprints in the sand. It's the little things. I wonder if the footprints are consistent. Nah, they absolutely fade, but it's fine. It's still cool. Ooh, shiny. I don't know if we're gonna get back to main story tonight, but it'll be fine. The game gave me like a bunch of side quests all at once. It's great.
Straight home now.
Hello.
We've got company. Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off.
Oh.
Slow. That's another.
Tornado time. Get. I feel like I'm just bullying this poor man. There we go. There we go. That was easy. It's not done doing that? What do you mean it's not done doing that?
Luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
Also, Mr. Axeman hit me from behind and I got angry, so I decided to delete him. That's exactly what just happened there.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school.
It's absolutely a katana.
They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to
Kendo,
such
exactly.
perfection that none ever does.
Exactly.
Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness.
It does not sound like a katana anymore.
Quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And
Old katanas used to be brittle, if I remember correctly. But
ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself. And
sort of,
far
but the folding
more
technique helped that.
fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count. But only
I thought he
one
wasn't
do
gonna
I consider my nemesis, Lord Byron Rosfield. Perennial thorn in my side.
If only this guy knew.
I can imagine.
If only this guy knew.
Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
That's kind of funny.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance.
It is hilarious, Lux.
Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
I think Redeem has just worked for this guy so long that he just puts up with it because it's just how it is.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Let's head back to the hideaway really quick so that I can go track the other quests that I have. This should be fine.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
Yeah, he needed bigger bones.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
Elder antelope femur. It is the entire leg bone.
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
I'll go thank Tomes in a second.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
I got a whetstone.
A whetstone? Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
That's actually a really cool gift. I cannot lie.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. But good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, Sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right.
Sunshine edgy black and red outfit. It's great. It's great. We love Blackthorn. We stand. So he has new sword, I hear. Huh? Nani? I'm sorry, what? Excalibur. Oh. 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 Oh, okay. What do I need? Wouldn't it be funny if I had all the materials I already needed? Yeah, no, that's not happening. 300 Weirite! What? And a bomb ember. I bet you that's from the King Bomb. I bet you that's from the King Bomb. I 110% bet you that's a King Bomb craft right there. And then from there, Weirite is fairly easy to get my hands on. It's just, I need a lot of it. Can I reinforce the Excalibur? No, that's fine though. Let me see the Diamond Sword +2, 265 versus this thing is 268. Sweet, okay.
Anything else?
So I'm gonna skip a sword entirely. I dare you to make Excalibur. I think we can, hopefully.
Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction.
Now, hi Bob. What's up?
Hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
You found Omega?
For your part
in what?
Ah, but that reminds me.
In Armored Core?
After our last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role?
Oh no! Oh no!
Within him. Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought, but one which raised.
Good luck, my guy.
You see, the Fenrir of
Is Bob having a bad time? He's about to.
Alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature.
I am Scrum. He is
described
indeed.
Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer
This
still.
is cool.
We are
Doggo
fortunate
leveling up
indeed
and getting
to
new
be able to
abilities
count
of
him
his
amongst
own.
our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Good doggo. Yes, he a very good boy. I think I can check his level in my attributes window. I'm pretty sure. Slightly increases Torgal's attack potency. I like that. I do. I just also happen to really like the accessories I already am using. Torgal. Oh my gosh. He's a lot stronger than when he started out. He has conjures a healing aura, projects Torgal immediately in front of an enemy, causing a damage-dealing shockwave. Triggers multiple explosions in front of Torgal, lifting all enemies caught in the blast into the air. Concentrates the moon's light on an enemy, forcing it to the ground. Oh my gosh. My dude, you're kinda cracked. Okay. Wait. Oh, you're just saying give a side quest ready. Okay. Okay, Sandbrek. I guess I can visit Northreach first, and we can do this. Okay, night, Clara. Thank you for hanging out. Oh, I just realized it's 11:30. Let's tackle this side quest really quick. When does Mylan need to sleep? Soon, probably. We're gonna tackle this side quest really quick, and then I think we're gonna call it there.
Want to see you.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness.
I'd
like to do the
million
Please,
gil.
accept
It's
For my sake.
5
And
million.
For Otto's, for all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather
I
fetching.
appreciate you trying to just wipe that away, but like,
Very
that number
well.
is too big.
Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway...
Otto had a son?
The closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Okay, thank you, Clive.
Long ago. Yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit.
And then I think
given that both have always
Tuesday
been
of next
surrounded by
week,
friends desperate to help them.
we will
I'm
hunt
beginning
down
to see that.
this King Bomb and hopefully make Excalibur. I'm crossing my fingers.
Go will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
If he's still with us. Hold on. I'm in the vicinity, like... The Imperial Chase? I could see it being... Can I put a pin down? I could see it being over here. I would need to go... Okay, we're gonna do... Okay, hold on. I know I said we would do this and then go. But I have a thing to kill. Big monster!
All anyone ever wants.
Fresh cuts. Up. You'll not find a bruised.
But big monster. Alright, anyway. We're just going and we are checking. That is all we are doing. This is just my guess. This shouldn't be that hard of a fight. It's a rank B hunt, and this time I have Jill with me. Like, it really... We should crap all over this fight. Like... No.
This won't be easy.
Leave me alone. Hold on. Okay. Let me go back to the hideaway really quick. And let me go reread the quest description. Hulk Mylon. Yes, yes. Actually, wait, no, we're not, wait, no. Let's actually end it. let's not go hunting for this thing and do like another 15-20 minutes.
Nick told me she was building a ship.
And have it be almost midnight. Let's not. Let's save this for next time.
Good. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Meow. Hi, Karen.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, So you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her
Wait,
that
who's
it's
she
always
talking
a pleasure
about?
doing business.
Wait, no, hold on, no, wait, I want to know.
I hear
Darn.
you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square. Right away.
Yeah, Gal, that was not the time to bring that up. I get you, my dude.
I've seen that before.
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we sat up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his nag.
He was a
Couldn't you
bear.
and your family have...
My family
Oh, no.
were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt.
Oh,
And I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down.
That's really sad.
Who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone.
Aggressive Final
Just like that.
Fantasy victory
Throw away
fanfare.
everything he had.
What is wrong with
All
you,
to right a
Bob?
wrong that no one else had the courage to face.
Wait, did you beat
knew
Omega? Is that what that is?
I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
No. Heart. Bob has no chill. Bob has zero chill all the time. Just tonight? No. All the time, my guy. All the
He
time.
was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone.
Helps when you're the dominant of Ramu.
But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall.
Sid's death was epic. He went out in the best way he possibly could. You cannot blame yourself, my guy.
Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you.
Oh, no, don't do this to me.
You grumpy old sod.
Oh.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off.
Oh.
You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
I haven't even been able to follow most of this game, and I'm getting misty at that. We've gone over a lot of the nuance.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
That's going on the trophy shelf.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine.
That's going on the trophy shelf. 110% it's going on the trophy shelf.
Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Oh, and the quest was called Payback. Oh, that's poetic. Yeah, displayed in Clive's chambers. According to Otto, Sid never once washed his goblet despite using it every day for both wine and small beer. A woman said I'm a poor host. Hey, Weirite. That's less Weirite that I need to buy. Okay. Wow, that was something else. Wow. But it is 11:45. We need to be calling it. I really hate to end on a note like that. Oh gosh. Oh, that was emotional. Is anyone online? While I'm looking, thank you everybody for coming along and watching. Oh, let's read Brave. Thank you everybody for coming along and watching. I do appreciate. It's been good, yeah. And I'm doing a small stretch. Anyway, Thank you to Bot for the gift of sub and Wolfie for the raid. I do appreciate. Tomorrow is D&D. Well, okay. In 15 minutes, it's gonna be today is D&D. But anyway, D&D tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, like it normally is. And I think everybody is gonna be there. It is today. Yeah, it is today for you, buddy. What are you talking about? Everybody should be there this time. For session, I'm hoping. So yeah, should be lots of fun. D&D. I am very excited. Y'all have no idea. We will be raiding Brave tonight because he's playing Armored Core. And yeah. Brave Okami. There we go. But anyhow, thank you everybody for coming along, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Please have a good night, everybody. Please take care of yourselves. Get plenty of rest. Anyway, peace out. Good night, all. Sayonara.